Well, we're driving over to my parents' house right now. Pops just picked up a new toy hauler. I'm gonna go check it out. Got the whole family, little munchkins, all back there. Wife. Gonna go over the house, check it out, see what it's all about. Figured we'd give you guys a little tour, do a little filming. We haven't filmed in a couple days, so probably about time anyways. Well, here it is. We've arrived at the parents' house. I guess I shouldn't necessarily say it's a new trailer, it's a new to them trailer, but as you can see, Raptor toy hauler, I believe it's a 40-foot, maybe 39 and a half. Anyways, let's go inside and take a look at this thing. Hey. Get inside, nice, luxurious. Of course, being a Raptor, has all the amenities. I haven't been in here before, so I don't know how to use any of the lights just yet, but here it is. See if we can't get a little video for you. Of course, a little lounge area in the back. This also turns into the toy haul area. Radio, spot for a flat screen TV. There's Pops trying to find the light switches.
Trying to learn the light switches. Hold on, don't get I don't want to get too front heavy.
Come up front here. Bright red blanket on the sheet there. Or on the bed. Decent sized bed.
He's in that strange danger.
Check out the bathroom.
It's just leaning them over too much.
Of course, nice full-size bathroom. Just in case you couldn't tell, that is a full-size shower. In fact, one of the bathrooms in our house has a shower the same size. Of course, bunk beds up over there, ceiling fan. For those of you that have these things, you know how it goes. Anyways, figured I'd let you check that out. Well, kind of a quick tour there of the new toy, of course. Figured I'd give you guys a little footage here today. We'll see if we can't get some more filming done. Gotta mess with the hitch. I don't know if you guys noticed on the front of this thing, it does have the adapter for the gooseneck. Father picked up a gooseneck hitch for his 7.3 today. Gotta do that. Gotta mess with the rear diff on the good old 6.0 shop truck. So we should have some more for you here. Hey guys, I know, sorry about that. We were supposed to get this video uploaded much sooner. We were supposed to get you guys some more footage on top of the Raptor walkthrough. Sorry about that. It's actually been a few days since we did the Raptor walkthrough. Trying to get the rest of the footage here and put together in a nice video for you. Figured real quick we would give you guys kind of a general walk around of the 6.0, or also known as the shop truck. I know last time we kind of introduced it, generally what was going on with it. Since then, we've kind of figured out more or less what the next plan is as far as the build, and also wanted to give you guys kind of a general overview of the outside. So here it is. 6.0 or shop truck. Nothing fancy, like we stated before. 2006 F-250 King Ranch. You know, it's nothing special. Mostly stock appearing on the outside. You know, needs a new grille. It's got the typical chrome peel that Fords are known for. Of course, got to love the license plate. We actually specifically did that due to the fact of, well, it's a 6.0, and as we know, everybody wants a 6.0. Still got a lot to do cosmetically. Got to figure out a way to mount that license plate up front. So it's not just kind of sitting in the window there. I'm not really a fan of it. It looks very, I don't know, teenage, if you will. Previous owner took the trim panels off the sides, never used an eraser wheel or any sort of, I guess, way in general to get the gunk off the sides of the truck. So we still need to do that. Of course, the business name down the side, got to have that on the side of the shop truck. Tires are oh geez, I don't even remember the size. They're basically the Toyo ATs, the Open Countries. That was before the AT2s. Those tires are quite old. I'm pretty sure they've been on there since the truck was darn near new. Those are getting replaced very, very soon. Actually, next couple weeks we'll see new tires on this truck. Not sure of exact size yet. Might go kind of a metric 34, possibly a 35 1250. But we are going to go with the Mickey Thompson ATZ P3s. Had those tires on the wife's Duramax, loved them. Great set of tires, stuck to the road like no other in the middle of a snowstorm. Worked great, just kind of all around. Real quick too, I'll show this to you guys. It's hard to tell from the video. Let me see if I can back up here and get you a better look. The truck, it does not have a leveling kit. This is one of the F250s that had the snowplow prep package where they basically stuck F250 springs up front. In 06, the only difference between that and a F350 with the single rear wheel is essentially it's missing the 4-inch rear leaf blocks. It only has the 2-inch rear leaf blocks that the F250s came with. Therefore, it kind of actually sits nose high. We plan to address that soon as well. I hate that look. It's for some guys, you know, up here in Alaska, we call it the Cali lean. You know, I've heard some of the guys over in the South and the East Coast call it very other things. Just in general, it's not my style. I don't prefer it where the truck sits nose high. So we're gonna get those rear leaf blocks out of an F350 here soon. Continuing to walk around the truck, of course, we have done some debadging to it. Probably gonna leave the King Ranch badges. Of course, got the rigid backup lights, flush mounted to the bumper, of course, license plate. Like we said, truck does have a 4-inch turbo back exhaust that we recently installed. Probably gonna throw a tip on it here soon. Maybe one of the next few orders we have from our distributors, might just have them go ahead and throw a tip in with that order. Just in general, like I said, I mean, it's a mostly stock appearing 6.0. As far as cosmetics, we don't have a lot of plans for this truck. Honestly, we'll go a little bit bigger tire. Of course, the MTZs, or sorry, I apologize, the ATZs there are more aggressive looking. So that'll dress it up on the outside a little bit. The tip, exhaust tip, probably gonna go with a 6-inch tip there on the 4-inch exhaust. Of course, that we'll see. As far as any other sort of cosmetic mods, we are going to fix the window tint, going to match the front. The front actually, I believe, has like a, shoot, if I had to guess, it might be like a 35% on there. We're gonna fix that, basically go 20% all around. Actually, I apologize. We're gonna go 5% all around, including the visor there. Now, with that being said, we plan to keep the stock wheels. A lot of you are gonna ask, well, why would you do that? They're ugly, they're this, they're that, and the other. Well, to be completely honest, the King Ranch wheels are forged on trucks that experience a lot of towing. As a shop in general, or me personally, either way, we definitely recommend forged wheels. A lot of people won't spend the money on them, but I can tell you time and time again, we have folks that don't spend the money on forged wheels. They get the cast wheels, they tow quite heavy and end up cracking a wheel, whether it's just from the weight or they hit a pothole or whatever have you. Now, of course, there's probably a ton of you out there that'll, you know, throw your arms up and say, well, I have cast wheels and I tow, you know, 20 or 25,000 pounds all the time and I never have an issue. Well, that's great, and I'm happy that it's worked for you. However, you know, we do see this issue with cast wheels, and maybe you have a better cast wheel, a better quality cast wheel. Maybe you've been lucky. Either way, no matter what the case, we just prefer forged wheels for trucks that see a lot of towing. That's pretty much this truck's general purpose, is to tow toys with. We are going to be having a gooseneck hitch put in it here very shortly in the next couple weeks. On top of that, it should be getting a 40-gallon auxiliary fuel tank. The other thing is we'll be doing some other, little stuff here and there. As far as other cosmetics, like I said, tires, exhaust tip, we're going to clean up the stickiness from the doors. The other thing is we're going to address these mirrors. I am not a huge fan of these style of mirrors. We're definitely going to go with the 08 and newer style, probably straight black, get rid of the chrome. We may or may not go to the Harley headlights. For those of you that don't know, those are the black housing headlights that come on the Harley Davidson edition trucks. I'm undecided. We may just go with a newer set. These are actually a little bit faded, so we may just go with a new set of the chrome. Not really sure there. The truck is going to be getting a new grill though. Like I said, it's peeling. Typical Ford chrome grills peel over time. Well, I guess I shouldn't say peeling, it's actually bubbling. With that being said, definitely going to get a new grill. Undecided as to whether we're going to do a painted match grill to match the truck, or whether we're going to go chrome again. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys prefer? What do you like? Color match, chrome grill, what do you think? Let me know. Other thing, truck is going to get a set of custom badges at some point. We'll probably give a call or shoot a message over to the folks over at Billet Badges, get a custom set of badges with the business initials ART on them. Probably just a chrome set of badges with the black lettering. I don't know, we might try and do something custom to kind of match the truck a little more. We'll see. As far as other upgrades the truck will see, well, there's actually a dent. You can't probably see it too well in the bumper, so there's a dent right up just to the left of the passenger side fog light there. So we are going to get a new bumper for it just to kind of clean it up. We are also going to get new fog lights. You probably noticed that the fog lights look crooked. They are. The one on the passenger side there, due to that dent, it actually broke the bracket. So when we do the new bumper, we are going to put new brackets in. More than likely we're going with upgraded lights. I haven't decided whether we're going to build a custom set of brackets and go with pods, something like a rigid driving style with the yellow lenses, or whether or not we are going to go with possibly one of the drop-in setups. My hesitation with the drop-in setups is they seem to all come in white. I understand that's the cool thing now, white LEDs. Me personally, with the fog lights, I want an amber light. It is a fog light for a reason. The amber works better in heavy snow conditions or heavy rain conditions. Both are common up here in Alaska. Therefore, I want my fog lights to actually be amber. It does have LED headlights, so we do have the bright white headlights. Probably going to go to a different set here soon. Kind of had on and off issues with the one in the passenger side. It does flicker sometimes, so therefore we probably will go and basically put a new set in there, something maybe a little more lumen output. We'll see. Other lighting upgrades on the front end, more than likely we're going to end up with some sort of light setup, auxiliary light type setup. I'm not a huge fan of blocking holes in the grill or the lower bumper. Everybody has their own opinion there once again. However, if you talk to most of the major diesel companies out there, Calibrated Power is one that we talk to frequently, and there are various other shops. They'll pretty much agree that big heavy bumpers or clogging up all your grill or lower bumper openings with lights restricts the airflow, and you know, up here in Alaska we don't see as much of the issues, but down in the States, which I do plan to take this truck all over, the lack of airflow causes overheating issues when towing a heavy load in warm climates. Some guys don't have issues, other guys have a ton of issues and can't figure out why their truck keeps overheating, and you know, they end up taking it into the shop and finding out, well, this big bumper or all these light bars I have are disrupting the airflow to the intercooler, transcooler, radiator, oil cooler. If you have an air oil cooler up front, whatever have you, whatever coolers you know you have on your specific truck up front there, well, guess what, it restricts the flow. So with that being said, we're probably going to go with something, some type of little light bar, maybe like a NFAB, something of that nature, mount a couple lights on it. Haven't decided what we're going to do there, whether we want rigids, Vision X cannons, who knows. We have connections with both, so you know, more than likely we'll probably be contacting Tyler, Delamont, and the boys out at Trail Toys Off-Road out there in Wasilla, and more than likely we'll end up with a set of Vision X lights. We'll see. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it as far as cosmetics. We don't plan to do a whole lot. The truck is just a tow rig. It's a workhorse. You know, we've had the big fancy, you know, trucks. We've had the newer 6.7 Lariat Power Stroke. We've had the 4th gen Lariat Cummins. We've had base models. We've had everything in between, mid-level package trucks, you know, everything from 1st gen Cummins, like I said, all the way through the 4th gens, all the 3rd gens, 2nd gen, you know, all of the different years of Power Strokes. It is what it is. We've owned them all. We've owned, you know, at this point we personally owned one Duramax. Actually was quite fond of it. However, you know, we did just recently sell the wife's 2009 LMM Duramax. That being said, we chose this truck because, despite what a lot of people say, I am actually a fan of the 6.0 due to the fact that you can get them fairly cheap. If you know what you're doing, you can make them fairly reliable. In comparison to, let's say, a 7.3, they have quite a bit more get up and go. And overall, you know, they're not bad trucks. I've always wanted a King Ranch. We got this truck at a steal of a deal, couldn't pass it up, so therefore we ended up with, you know, we got rid of the last truck, 2016 Ram, ended up with this King Ranch, and then sold the wife's LML afterwards as well. Like I kind of mentioned in the last video, don't know what we're going to do there. We definitely need a second vehicle. As far as, well, we have a second vehicle, but as far as a diesel, we definitely need a second vehicle. Whether or not that is a regular cab truck that becomes nothing but a play toy, or we end up getting the wife a 6.4, 6.7 Power Stroke, something of that nature, we will see. Real quick, we'll go over the interior. Like I said, it's nothing fancy. You know, typical King Ranch interior. Excuse the mess, it is dirty. Yes, the previous owner did not take very good care of the seats. We're working on it. I'm probably going to replace the butt part of the seats and basically recondition them at that point. Of course, typical King Ranch. Got the kids' car seats in the back. Yes, the headrest is missing. We put 3 car seats back here, so the headrests are sitting in my garage. Anyways, other than that, drop-in bed liner. Yes, I know spray-in is the way to go. I agree. This was already in the truck, and you know, to be completely honest, we may or may not fix it. I'd like to. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I will. I may just leave it. May just say the heck with it. You know, I mean, it does its job. We've had motors in and out of the back of this truck. We've had other heavy parts. There's pallets frequently loaded into the back of the truck when we pick up parts from one of our freight forwarders, and well, it does its job. I don't know if we'll spend the money to fix it or not. We'll see. Pretty much as I've stated before, this truck is just a work truck. It's not meant to be the prettiest truck out there. You know, I'm not building this to be a showpiece for the business. That's what the next truck we buy is going to be for. We were going to use the Duramax, decided that we wanted something a little newer than 09 for that purpose. So like I said, this is basically the beater shop truck. You know, a lot of people, their beaters, you know, consist of something that has a bunch of rust holes in it, it's falling apart, that sort of thing. And if that's, you know, what you like, then great, we have no problem with that. You know, we'll work on them either way. Personally, this is our beater. I've always wanted a King Ranch. Everybody makes fun of the 6.0, so like I've said before, we love being different, and that's why we bought it. So, you know, with that being said, I mean, that pretty much wraps it up and what wraps up the walk around here. That, like I said, that wraps up the walk around. You know, if you guys have any comments, questions, what we should do, you know, leave them down below. That being said, of course, you gotta love the beautiful scenery. I know this place probably looks kind of out there. This is actually just our local Walmart. That's the Walmart. Gorgeous mountains in the background. This is a nice field out by the Walmart there. Trees, woods, the whole deal. Anyways, as far as anything else we're gonna do, well, we do plan to actually, like I said, the auxiliary tank, we're gonna get the gooseneck put in it. We are going to, in the next couple weeks as well, the new tires, like I said. We're also going to go through the front end finish. We just did all the brakes, basically all the axle stuff. We're gonna finish going through all the fluids on this truck as well in the next couple weeks. And then, like I said, we're going to do all like the tie rods and that sort of stuff as well. So this thing will be pretty well, you know, done as far as maintenance and bringing everything back where it should be. We're gonna do the rear brakes. We have those actually sitting at the house as well. Like I said, this thing's gonna be pretty much maintenance all done, gone through here in the next, we'll say, a month. Of course, as always, repping the 907 diesel hat there. For those of you that haven't checked it out, we had KJ Jones from Diesel Power Mag up here basically taking pictures, checking out our event. 907 Diesel, I helped those guys, you know, in the earlier stages. The guys that I've kind of, you know, stepped away. The guys that are running it now do a good job of, you know, putting stuff together. They've grown the event. The guys that are doing it now have really, you know, taken the event to the next level. We do our own local diesel drag dyno, show and shine, burnout contests, you name it, basically, and weekend event here in the summertime. Anyways, if you haven't checked that out or checked out the latest issue of Diesel Power Mag, go check that out now. The other thing is, of course, gotta love the hoodie. My boy Jeffrey Hurd over at G&M Auto Detailing. Of course, it's probably backwards for you. In case you can't read it, it says you like it clean, we like it dirty. Anyways, G&M Auto Detailing, those are the folks to see. You want ceramic coating, you want your vehicle detailed, you want paint correction, anything, you know, basically going through making your truck or car or SUV or even minivan for these soccer moms out there. You want it to shine, you want it to look brand new, you go see Jeffrey over at G&M Auto Detailing. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up the introduction here of the 6.0 and kind of finishing up. I guess we kind of covered where we're going, you know, what to expect as far as mods and changes. We will get some custom tuning in this thing. Just running SCT with innovative diesel tunes, of course. We'll spend a little more time than most, I think. You know, most kind of, I guess, treat tunes on these 6.0s like their box tunes, like their Pokemon trading cards, you know, and I always see who has the best tunes. Well, at the end of the day, it's who will give you good customer service and help you dial your truck in. The folks over at Innovative Diesel, we love working with those guys, and they seem to do a great job. Anyways, yeah, we'll get the tuning in, probably make some few more tweaks. I know we got a few more things to do here on the truck and the shop truck. Anyways, that pretty much wraps it up. We'll see about getting a little more footage here for you guys. See about maybe doing a little time lapse of us changing the rear diff fluid on this thing for you. And other than that, if this is your first time, stopping in, of course, like, comment, share.